In an interview with Rolling Stone, Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein weighed in on the state of the Democratic primary, and she had some really interesting things to say about Hillary Clinton. In particular, she actually made a feminist case against Hillary Clinton. Now, first, she talked about how the Green Party has been consistently better than the Democratic Party when it comes to women's issues because, one, they actually have a gender quota and require 50% of all candidates to be women, and additionally, they've had all-female tickets for the past 2 election cycles. So for that reason, she contends that they are better on women's rights issues. Now, she also proves that Hillary Clinton doesn't care about the rights of all women, and Rolling Stone explains, Stein stresses that reproductive rights and equal pay, both of which the progressive Greens support, of course, aren't the only women's issues. The Greens want more, like Medicare for all single-payer public health insurance that includes reproductive health care. They want equal pay, but they also want a $15 minimum wage for all people. Everybody is entitled to solid living wages, which we don't hear from Hillary Clinton. She's quick to talk about parity, but parity at poverty, and that's not adequate, Stein says. Women generally, Stein says, get hit hard when there's economic injustice, when there's racial injustice, when there's sexual violence, when there's health injustice. Women are very vulnerable. We're vulnerable in part because we're busy taking care of young people and we take care of our parents and our families and our communities. When there is injustice out there, it tends to flow in our direction. So she's absolutely right. When you look at any disadvantaged group, it's always women who typically deal with injustice more so than their male counterparts. Now, this is something that nobody talks about. Hillary Clinton talks about equal pay, but that's such a great point that if it's parity at poverty, then you're not really helping anyone. So you want to get people out of poverty. And if you do that, you will help women disproportionately. Single mothers in particular, they will benefit from a $15 minimum wage. So the fact that Hillary Clinton calls herself a feminist, to me, it's laughable. Just because you're a woman does not mean you're automatically a feminist. Now, in the second part here, this is where Jill Stein really goes in on Hillary Clinton, and I think she absolutely just demolishes her. So she states we, as in her and the Green Party, don't support bombing other people's kids, unlike the other woman in the race. Damn. Referring to Clinton's support for airstrikes in Syria. The U.S. should not be in the business of buoying up oppressive dictators like Saudi Arabia that is sponsoring jihadi terrorism world over, as Hillary Clinton herself said in a State Department memo put out by WikiLeaks. Stein also invokes ongoing immigration and customs enforcement deportation raids that target women and children, who are fleeing what? U.S. policies of regime change in South America, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, countries where we have overturned democracies either through our U.S.-trained death squads or military coups, or CIA-supported coups. It's a fallacy that Hillary Clinton is the lesser evil here. Another Clinton in the White House is just going to fan the flames of the right-wing revolt, she says. Okay, this is the strongest refutation of the Hillary Clinton is a feminist myth that I've ever seen. Unlike the other woman in the race, we don't support bombing other people's kids. Damn, I don't know what to say about that. Jill Stein has no chill whatsoever. She took the words right out of my mouth. If you think that Hillary Clinton cares about the rights of all women, you're horribly mistaken. She's using identity politics to win. Consistently, she's proven that she absolutely cares about some women. She cares about reproductive rights. She cares about the rights of rich women. But she doesn't really care about all women, because if she did, she would support policies that would boost everyone, that would help women disproportionately, such as the $15 minimum wage, as I've stated, such as not intervening in foreign countries. Because, believe it or not, as a humanist, I care about people in other countries as well. It's not just American citizens that I care about. I care about the families, women, children, men, in other countries as well. We're all humans. We inhabit the same earth. By and large, we have the same interests. We want to be happy. We want to provide for our families and whatnot. Hillary Clinton doesn't get that because she's not a humanist. She's proven she's not a humanist, and she's not even a progressive. She's a conservative. So everything Jill Stein said here is 100% dead on. And if she hasn't earned your vote by now, then you should really look into her, because Jill Stein has a lot of great things to say. So if Bernie Sanders isn't the nominee, Jill Stein really is the next best thing. In fact, she's probably stronger than Bernie Sanders on a lot of issues. So really, Jill Stein, again, I applaud her because what she's saying is the truth.